Good morning from the hills of Herberton in Queensland, Australia. And today, me, Will and his dog Albert are heading to the waterfalls. I have no idea what they are. I know what waterfalls are, but it's a 40-minute drive. Time to go. We've just stopped on the way to the waterfalls to have a look at the scenery. So it's a lookout point, and it's just, especially because it's sunshine, it's absolutely beautiful. It goes all the way around. Reminds me of England. We've made another stop, and this is an old gold mining town, and it's called Millaa Millaa. And basically it goes from the highway we can just see just over there to the end of the street here. But this was discovered for its gold mining at the time. By these two guys here. Christy Palmerston and his Aboriginal guide Pompo. But having a look around this place, it got more famous for its logging. So you can just see there some timber. And look at the size of it. Massive. The giant kauri pie tree. So if I stand next to it, it's massive, it's big. So yeah, there's a big industry on the timber here. But we're not too far away from the waterfalls. I think I got more excited about seeing this. It's a cow with a hat on. Jackie and her calf represents the dairy cows of the Millaa Millaa region. And you can just see the little calf underneath. But I'm going to jump back in the car and head towards the waterfalls. Not too sure if there's another stop on the way, but Will seems to find these places and I just get excited about them. And here we are, and already you know it's going to be a busy day because the car park's full. And you can hear the waterfalls. In fact, you can just see it through the trees. We'll have a little walk around. Oh, there's another car park. Oh wow. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I'm not too sure if that water's warm enough to go in. Unfortunately, I've not bought my swimming shorts for this, so maybe that's a good thing. But yeah, it's stunning. Obviously, I need to go a bit closer. Wow. So here is a heritage map, and you can just see there Cairns, which is the biggest city around, biggest town, biggest city, and work out where we are. We're just there, and where I'm staying, Herberton. So, interesting fact, the name Millaa Millaa derives from a term from the indigenous people language for many waters. I'm just going through by the river, and I've just seen a bush turkey which seems to be running away from me. Please stop. And I have been told that this area is one of the rainiest that you'll have in Australia, so there's always plenty of mud, and it's a bit slippy, so I might not go too far around here because obviously wearing flip-flops. You can just see the bush turkey. Yeah, not happy being around people. But that is beautiful. So we're going to go back to the car and head for something else to see. And we are now at our second waterfall, which is Zillie Falls. And you might have noticed I've taken my jacket off, because even though I was warned it could be a bit chilly, especially as one of the rainiest places in Australia, I thought I'd put a jacket on and keep warm. But the sun is shining there, so we've caught a really good day for coming out. There's the waterfall itself. See the mud. Oh, is this it? Is this it? Yeah. Alright. Just see the river at the bottom there. There is no path going down to the bottom of the waterfall. We're not too sure how you get down anyway, because there is a few cars there in the car park, but I think we'll go to the next one. But I've just come down from the car park, this same waterfall, onto this bridge. So that's the top of the waterfall. It's still beautiful. This is Teresa Creek. Pretty. We are now at our third waterfall, and it's a rooster. And this one is the, hopefully I can say it right, Ellinjaa Falls. Little picnic area, which we could have bought, but we're going to go to a cafe because it's easier. So there's a lot of steps to go down, steep decline. But I'm taking my time because it is a little bit slippy. And here we are. Oh. Final steps. Oh wow. No one's swimming in that one, is there? No one's swimming in that. Just about to leave, and there's the turkey. With his rooster friend. Yep. It's now lunchtime, and we've found a cafe in the middle of nowhere. And it is basically in the middle of nowhere. But Will has been here before and is recommending it because it's the only one around. So this is a working dairy farm as well as a cafe. Treat myself to scone, cream, jam. Cream and jam are all homemade in this place. Beautiful. So we've already seen a cow with a hat on earlier. It's a cow with a t-shirt on. Now we've had dinner, or we've had something to eat. Time to head for the next waterfall. We've just arrived at the next waterfalls, and this is Mungalli Falls. And this is more of the touristy one because it's got an outdoor camp for kids based here. But that is stunning. There's a bridge over here. Try and cross that. So this is the upper waterfall. And I guess that is the lower one. But as I said, this is a more touristy. Somewhere over there is cabins, and they take school kids from around the world, not just Australia, to come stay here. And you've got a list of all the different types of stuff they have for outdoor adventure. So I'm going to have a walk down to the lower falls, so that looks quite high. Oh my god. There's another viewing platform right at the bottom. But I think it takes about half an hour to get down there. Mungalli Falls. This is the only freehold World Heritage listed waterfall in Queensland. This is the sign at the entrance that tells you all about Mungalli, not just the falls but the educational centre. And we are now in the 5th and final waterfall of the day, and this is Milanda Waterfall. And it looks like it's a kids paradise because you've got lots of kids paddleboarding, and I think we need to go closer to see the waterfall itself. Oh wow. So there's the waterfall. This is actually classed as a swimming pool and it's heritage listed. So it must be warm enough to get in there. But I haven't got my swim trunks, so I'm not going in. The scenery around. Beautiful. And here's another bush turkey. And they're still very shy. Nope. Out of the 5 waterfalls we've been to, this is probably the most touristy. Mainly because it's got its own visitor centre. So I'm just going to have a quick look at that. Milanda, where kangaroos climb trees. and that's one big visitor centre. The other waterfalls we've been to have all been right out in the outback. Milanda town is just there, which is why it's probably so big, so touristy. This is quite impressive. Everything from two tree kangaroos to the local community. Volcanoes in the area. And in this makeshift tree, snake skin. And that was the visitor centre tourist information. So much information about this place. Staff were really friendly. But that is the 5 waterfalls for the day. Which was your favourite? I'm still trying to remember which was the first and the second one. What's up?
Tree kangaroo.
A tree kangaroo?
Yeah. So, sit. So you see the main tree overhanging?
Yeah.
Slightly to the left you see a fork.
Uh-huh.
It's like a little bundle of fur in between it.
I'm gonna go closer. Not too sure if you saw that. It is quite a distance away. And as I was saying, 5 waterfalls. Which was your favourite? But it's time for us to head back home. If you like this video, you know you got to press the like button. If you want to subscribe, because I have more adventures come my way, press that subscribe button. But until next time, bye bye.